Hi, I'm Eric Sauber here for the BeachLife Festival live stream. Hope you're all doing fantastic out there and staying safe during this time of crazy pandemic world. Today we're gonna make some BlackJack Fish Tacos. We're gonna use some mahi-mahi and we're gonna put a smoked pineapple pico de gallo right on top of that for you today. A little bit of shredded cabbage, and we're gonna make a Tapatio crema after we deglaze this beautiful fish with some Jack Daniels here today. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some pineapple that we've smoked and we're gonna dice that up into pretty small pieces with our knife. This thing was on the smoker for about 20 minutes. Pretty low heat, I'd say probably about 275 degrees, just to impart a little bit of smoke flavor so it marries really nicely with the Jack Daniels. Now you might say to yourself, what's Jack Daniels doing in a fish taco? I said the same thing to myself until I tried this recipe and it blew me away. It made me so happy. So we've got our pineapple cut up. We're gonna add it to the other ingredients for our smoked pineapple pico, which is gonna be a total of 1 cup of pineapple, 1 serrano chili that's finely diced, and about a half a bunch of cilantro we're gonna add to that mix. Take some lime, you squeeze that on here. After we squeeze the lime, we wanna add our onion. I like to add this last just so I can modulate how much I want in my mix. Give it a good mix. Let that all marinate together for a few minutes while we work on our other ingredients for the tacos. Now we're gonna make our blackened spice. To do that, we're gonna take some guajillo chilies and some cumin seed. We're gonna add them to a nice cast iron pan. We're gonna take our chilies, take the pods, throw them right in the pan as well. Now I would say you need 1 or 2 of these guajillo chilies, but since these are small, we're gonna use a few more. Pop those in a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes and let them toast up nicely. While that's in the oven, we're gonna cut our mahi-mahi. So for a taco, street taco, fish taco, you want pretty small pieces. Got pretty small tortillas? Just go ahead and cut yourself a nice 1/2-inch slice, and that fish will fit perfectly right inside the taco. While our chilies and our cumin are cooling off, we're gonna make our Tapatio Lime crema. This is essential for these fish tacos, key ingredient. So we'll take about 1 cup of sour cream. Oh, these packs, if you haven't seen them, fantastic. Good dose of Tapatio, I'd say about 2 tablespoons. 5 limes. I know it sounds excessive, but it's just the right amount. Gonna add some Himalayan sea salt to the mix. Take a spoon. You don't need a dirty whisk for this process. So just give that a nice little stir. All right, now you have your Tapatio lime crema. So we have our guajillo chilies and our cumin seeds toasted up. We're gonna add those to the mochajete. I've been cooking with this particular mochajete since I was 8 years old, making chili for my dad. So we take these guajillo pods, you hear how rattly and crunchy they are? And we just give them a nice little crumble right in the mochajete. This is gonna serve as our chili spice. Oh, that sounds pretty good. And the cumin's gonna give it another marrying component for us to the smokiness of the Jack Daniels and the smoked pineapple. Into this mochajete, we're also gonna add some garlic salt, about 2 tablespoons, and some onion powder. We'll take our mochajete grinder, drive this all around inside of the bowl. So we're gonna crush these guajillos up a little more, just so that I can get that mochajete grinding it up to the right consistency. You can see it's already turned into a nice blackened powder. We're gonna add that to a baking dish or a baking sheet, whichever you have handy is preferable. So we have that sitting right inside of our pan that we're gonna season our beautiful mahi-mahi with. So you just lay your fish inside, and as I'm doing it, I'm kind of spacing it out so it can pick up all of the wonderful aromatic spices that we've worked so hard to achieve here. All we need to do is mix it around, make sure everything's evenly coated. And like I said, if you have a couple of chunks of guajillo on there, totally fine. Not gonna ruin the meal. In fact, it'll probably make it better. We've reached the point where we're gonna cook our mahi now. So we have some nice hazy smoking pans. One of these is a comal, and the other is the same pan we toasted our guajillo, chili, and cumin seed in. I like to do that so we don't make a mess. Makes it easier for you. So, like I said, we can use corn tortillas or flour tortillas for this dish. While those last tortillas are toasting up, we'll add a little bit of olive oil. California extra virgin olive oil to a pan. We're gonna wait for a slight haze to form over the top of that, which we've pretty much already achieved. Don't need a lot of oil. In fact, the less you can use, the better. Just enough to get the heat to conduct to the fish. We have our mahi here. It's absorbed some of those blackened spices, and we've got some beautiful color. So I'm gonna start dropping them in the pan. Oh yeah, there's the sound. We're gonna be eating in a couple minutes. Just watch the fish, and you'll start to see it get a little bit more opaque as it starts to cook through. Mahi is pretty hard to overcook, but you could still do it. Our mahi is just about at the point where we need to turn it. Oh yeah, so blackened, so beautiful. Our fish is almost ready. Now we're gonna deglaze it with some Jack Daniels. Got lucky old number 7 right here. This is gonna add a bit of sweetness, caramelization, and marry itself really nicely between the smoked pineapple pico and the spices we've laid on the fish. Once your Jack Daniels has evaporated in the pan, that means all the alcohol is cooked off, and we can put our fish on our tortillas. To finish our tacos, we're gonna add all the components that we whipped up earlier. First things first, we'll squeeze some lime, just to bring out the essential flavors that we worked so hard to combine in the pan. It's gonna marry the flavors of the Jack Daniels and the Blackened Spice perfectly with a couple of squeezes of lime. Next, we're gonna take some of our pineapple pico. We're gonna add that right on top of our tacos. Once we have the pineapple pico on, I like to add the cabbage for a little crunch. Put a little bit of our Tapatio Lime cream on top. Doesn't take much, this stuff packs a nice kick. So our fish tacos have a beautiful flavor profile now with some smoked pineapple, a little bit of oakiness from Jack Daniels, squeeze of lime, and a little spice from our blackened seasoning and the Tapatio cream. As much fun as I have making these tacos, my favorite part is eating them. So I'd like to thank the BeachLife Festival and Jack Daniels for the opportunity today to cook these wonderful fish tacos for you. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. Have a great day, guys.